Ray J. We have Ray J to thank for Kanye's West 2010s, bro.
Oh my God. To say that you have Kanye to thank for not only... All right, you have Kanye to thank for Donda. I mean, you have Ray J to thank for Donda. You have Ray J to thank for The Life of Pablo.
Yeezus.
Oh my gosh.
Ew. Bound to Fall in Love. We don't get that if it's not for Ray J. That's really sick.
Because you don't even get Kim Kardashian.
You don't get her. That's sick. That's sick to think about.
Are you ready to get into this?
Let's get it, man.
Now I'm lit.
Yes, sir.
Now I'm lit. Episode 204 of the Rise and Grind podcast. Your boy Roderick in the building.
Yes, sir. I'm Jakari. We here in the building.
It's Monday. Start of the week.
Yeah.
How you feeling, man? How was your weekend? How you feeling on Monday? We're going to do a mental health check after that. But
bet.
Let's start with the weekend.
Shit, I feel great, bro. Great weekend overall so far, you know. I feel amazing. I told you, the last pod was just tired. Still tired, still recovering from that. Yeah, man.
Just still tired?
Still tired, dog. It's gonna be like that this year. I just think I'm gonna be tired always. But once again, I'm grateful, man. I'm blessed to be here. I can't complain about much. I like to stay in what I call the attitude of gratitude as much as I can. So that's an everyday thing, man. So because of that, I feel great, man. How you feeling?
I'm going to start the same way I started last week by saying I don't know why I laughed or questioned anything you're saying because right, once you explain it, I realize I'm going through the exact same thing.
Right.
Yeah, I feel amazing, but at the same time, tired. I just been going and going. Work hasn't stopped. Pod hasn't stopped. Business is always going to be rolling. It was a really good week. The weekend was great.
Yep.
I got a little bit of rest on Friday. Saturday was all business for the pod, so much so that when I was talking about being tired, we had a photo shoot to do.
Yes, sir.
I'm falling asleep in the car after the photo shoot. Like,
bro, that shit funny.
Damn near immediately after.
That's funny, yeah, because I was driving. You know what I'm saying? I look over, bro. You knocked.
Dog.
Knocked out. Music. And it's crazy because it was a song, like, I purposely knew that bitch was coming because I know you fuck with it. And, like, it came on at the beginning, bro. You was rocking for a little bit. About 30
I probably was only rocking because I knew you probably played it because I fucked with it.
Yeah, bro.
I didn't need to be listening to that.
Bro. 30 minutes later, you was gone. I said, damn. This your shit.
Dreaming about some shit.
It was funny. I was like, damn, bro, I'm tired.
I didn't even know you niggas after 30 minutes. I was in a whole different world.
But I told you, vice versa. If you were driving and I was riding shotgun, I would have been knocked out. I was tired too.
Dog, like, I don't know what it was because I got a full night's rest last night. Like, I didn't get up. I'm sorry, I didn't mean last night. I meant going into Saturday.
Yeah.
I slept until probably like 10 in the morning.
And it's crazy. I actually went out Friday night. Shout out to my brother Jeff. He invited me for his little birthday gathering.
So. Oh, shout out Jeff.
Yeah, bro. Jeff turning 30 this year.
Yikes.
Yeah, right. Niggas old, bro. Shout out to Jeff, man.
Nah, shout out Jeff. Happy birthday, Jeff.
Yeah,
salute.
Absolutely, bro. But yeah, kicked it with him, man. So
sorry, Stevie, if I can't salute. But
right, Stevie gonna get on our ass.
Like you can't do that.
You didn't sign your name over,
right?
Shout out Bobby too.
You didn't sign your name over.
Bobby too, like, nigga, don't be saluting.
You didn't sign your name over. Is the craziest shit I've ever heard.
Niggas be signing their life over. That's what I hear.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, well, that's what Trey Daddy told us on Boys in the Hood.
He did say that. But like I said, Friday night went out, so shit, I ended up getting home by damn near almost 1 o'clock. So that's Friday night. You know what I'm saying? I worked all day, then had to go out, and man, I was tired, bro. But that was still good though. Like I said, the weekend for myself has been great as well.
I'm sorry, guys. We're partying early. I can't. I have to be able to put that in there for us to be able to.
We was gonna get that off.
It is Martin Luther King Jr. weekend or Martin Luther King Day Monday today, but we wanted to be able to have a little bit of rest on that actual day.
Yep.
Like we said, we've been tired, so I'm actually gonna take that Sunday and Monday to do all the resting that I need to do to recoup.
Same, as much as I can. That's the plan. That's the goal. Definitely Monday for sure. Definitely gonna enjoy that day off. Like I said before, you're not gonna hear from me Monday, more than likely.
See, Monday is me and Cari have different pod activity days. Like Monday is probably the day that you're more hands off on the pod shit. Mm-hmm. Monday is the day that like I'm doing things for the pod. So like that's that's an off day for you on the pod. Like it's not an off day for me on the pod. I have to funnel through the entire pod to look for good pockets for things on Mondays.
You do.
So hey guys, I'm working today. I am working today.
Just for a little bit, not too much.
Yeah, no. I'm not gonna stay in anything for too long.
For sure.
But it is Martin Luther King Jr. Day or Martin Luther King Day. I want to highlight that. Shout out. I know that's your frat.
Frat brother. You know what I mean? I made a joke last week about him sacrificing a lot of things within his life. Coretta.
You fucking crazy.
Specifically, but no, shout out to Martin Luther King Jr. Like you said, my frat brother. I'm sorry, but just a wonderful person. You know what I'm saying?
We would not be here as a black culture or in the position that we're in without Martin Luther King. I know there are a lot of other people that make up why we're as far as we are today as a culture, but he's at the forefront of that.
Yeah, absolutely, man. And then, to get recognized, to have that day, it's a national holiday.
Absolutely.
That means something that speaks volumes. So, just once again, man, shout out to the whole King family.
Yeah, and
just everything that they went through over the years, man, like that shit, the whole civil rights movement, all that, bro. Like, I couldn't even imagine just growing up in times like that. So, like you said, somebody who sacrificed a lot. I know I made a joke out of it, but the guy really did a lot for us, still to this day.
Hell yeah, he sacrificed a lot.
Everything, like, for real.
I mean, niggas at your door trying to burn that bitch down every night type shit.
It's crazy, bro. In Atlanta, I've actually been to the house.
Okay.
Yeah, man, it's nice. If you ain't never been, you should really check that out. I actually went last year. Me and my pops, we traveled out there.
No, I haven't been. I haven't been to Atlanta since I was probably like 13 or 14. And it was only for basketball type shit. So I didn't get to do any tourism or anything. Got you.
Mine might actually been in 2021, now that I think about it. But obviously, anyways, like, I mean, the house is cool, man. Like, it's, his actual real house. It's restored. It's kind of like a museum. They have a National Guard or Rangers, I think, that protect the house 24/7.
Like park rangers.
Park rangers.
Okay.
24/7. They protecting the house. They there on watch. Like, it's pretty cool.
It's great because they didn't do that in the 60s.
Exactly. It's crazy. Like, how ironic is that?
It's a good thing that's still there as a monument. You can still go back and see it. Obviously, even if it's touched up, it's made to look exactly like it did before. Yep. There's a Black History Museum in Atlanta, right? Mm-hmm.
It's all in the same area.
Okay.
You could walk from the museum, like from the house to the museum, type shit. It's walking distance.
Okay.
Yeah, it's nice.
Are there any restaurants or like diners that you can go and like still pick your food up out back? That'd be fire. Like,
yeah, they still be having sit-ins.
No, yeah,
shit like live sit-ins. You can experience it for yourself, just like the 60s.
Wait, you for real? Oh, shit. No, this nigga had me for a second. I know Corey probably saw it in my face that like I was like, nah, for real, they got like reenactments of sit-ins.
No, bro.
Nigga, get out. Nah, that's fire. Like,
not welcome here.
I'm gonna create like
that's
the first
fire, bro.
I'm gonna create the first like parody like racist city. Niggas can actually pay to get taunted. Pick their food up out back, dogs chase them, shit like that.
What you gonna name the city?
Sundown Town. That sounds like, oh my.
Sundown Town.
Nigga, I'm gonna go head to head with Disney World.
Facts.
Sundown Town?
Nah, they gonna sue for that.
Roller coasters? Oh my God.
They gonna sue for that for sure. That's funny.
They gonna sue for that. They probably gonna try to buy that shit off me.
I was gonna say they probably already own the rights, to be honest with you. It's Disney.
You're right.
They probably already own that shit.
Don't play with Walt.
Yeah,
he got something up his sleeve for everything.
Mm-hmm. They own everything still to this day.
How did I get it? What?
Disney owns a lot, bro.
Disney owns
like a lot of the TV networks and shit.
Absolutely.
ESPN, all that.
I'm not 100% sure on this, but if I'm not wrong, Disney owns certain keys for Christmas songs.
What? Certain keys?
Yeah, like,
so not the whole song?
No. I mean, like, a nigga be like, bro, for a Christmas song, like, you can't even use A minor type shit.
What?
Like, that's what I mean. Like,
damn.
Like they own, like, it's down to shit like that.
Oh, that's crazy.
Like, don't quote me, but I'm pretty sure just because this is something that I've heard more than once. They own certain keys for Christmas songs.
That's insane.
Yeah, man.
That's almost worse than the Marvin Gaye estate.
No, they're worse. No, Marvin Gaye, them niggas are horrible with it.
Dog.
It's probably Marvin probably gave them nothing.
Oh,
That's probably why his son shot him.
come
So like because they didn't have anything, like they coming for everything they didn't have before.
You could be right. Who knows?
Why did his son shoot him? I've never really dug too much in it because it was way before me.
Right. I never really asked that question. That had to be. You had to really hate your father.
Yeah.
You had to really hate him. Maybe he did something bad.
You don't really have to hate your dad to shoot him.
I mean, why else would you shoot your dad?
You just got to be really angry at him. You love your dad, so like.
I mean, yeah, but like
you can never even stomach the thought of like shooting him.
Right, but like, damn, I'm just saying, just in general, for anybody, if they don't really do nothing bad to you, why would you shoot them?
Mad, maybe.
Okay, you right, maybe. I don't know.
Nah, you probably do have to have some hatred in your heart to shoot your dad.
Well, you got to. Like, that's tough. That man,
he probably didn't think he was gonna kill him. He probably just thought he was gonna, pop.
Just scare him a little bit.
Just scare him a little bit. How you actually shoot him and try to just scare him?
Right, a little leg shot. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, maybe shot in the foot.
Yeah.
Malibu's most wanted.
Yeah, type shit.
Where are we coming from with this? How did we get here?
MLK.
Okay.
Yeah, we was talking about that.
From MLK to Marvin Gaye?
Yeah. It's crazy how we do that.
How did we get there?
No idea, man.
All right, man.
That's what we do.
It's whatever. We have another topic before we actually get into music. Did you want to get into it?
Yeah, so it's something that we had saw on social media circulate, the past week. But the question that was posed, it said, what TV show got canceled that you're still mad about to this day?
That's a nice question because there are definitely a few shows I'm still mad about. I mean, not even some of them to me got canceled. One of them is because it got canceled. A couple of them are because it ended wrong.
Just ended.
Well, one of them is because it ended wrong. My number one show that got canceled that I'm mad about, Lincoln Heights.
Yeah, man.
If you are 2000 to 2010 ABC Family watcher, it's Freeform now, but it was ABC Family back then. You remember Lincoln Heights. Mm-hmm. It has the father from BMF. He's Meech's dad in BMF these days, but it was centered around an entire family. Dad was a cop. He was raising 2 or 3 kids, something like that. Mm-hmm. An amazing show.
How was it? One season that lasted? I don't really remember.
Hell no, it was probably 2 or 3 seasons.
2 or 3. Like I don't remember it being long. Like I remember watching Lincoln Heights, but I feel like it got canceled pretty quick. You said it's about 2 or 3 seasons, though. You think? I
can actually get to it and find out.
Okay.
It was 4 seasons.
4 seasons? Okay.
Yeah, it started in 2009, but it ended. It was one of those shows you thought you were going to get to watch the family grow all the way up on.
Yeah. No,
and
I remember that.
The black community was behind that hoe, but it probably wasn't enough. We probably weren't on ABC Family enough for that shit to stick around.
And it's crazy because we didn't really have too many shows that were showing black cops at that point. At least to me, at that time, I don't really think so. That was big. This was before a lot
Family Matters.
Yeah, I had that in mind too.
Okay.
I'm saying like more modern at that time.
Yeah, shit. Now that I'm thinking about it.
Family Matters was just so long before.
From Family Matters to Lincoln Heights. I can't think of another show that had a black cop.
Yeah, not a dad specifically. Not that I remember.
Was there one with a mom?
I'm just saying, like, of course we know that shows had black cops.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, like, the family,
but dad, like the main characters type shit.
Cop, yeah. I don't think we had too many other shows that really portrayed that at that time.
We didn't have too many shows that really still portrayed black people. That was 2009 that show started. So the UPN era was over. All of the Girlfriends, All of Us, all of those shows that were on the
101.
Yeah.
All that.
That was over.
Yeah. No, you're right.
We had nothing. Now that I'm trying to think, did we have anything 2009? Not black shows. That's when that shit started to die down.
Yeah. Not that I can think of right now off the top of my
Especially
head.
Not anything on ABC Family.
Nah, not too much.
I had another show that it was canceled, but the one that I was talking about, Sopranos, that shit should not have ended like that.
I didn't watch Sopranos, so I can't say.
This guy is crazy. What?
Yeah, I've never watched The Sopranos, man. Thought you knew that.
What?
I mean, yeah.
No, there's some shows that even if it was past your era, they're like, you have to go back and watch. Like, that's one of those, like, critics say, like, one of the greatest television series of all time. That if you look up one of the, like, or a lot of the blogs, they will have Sopranos as the greatest television show of television history.
Yeah, I've seen it. It's up there with Seinfeld. You see Seinfeld up there a lot as well on the list. But yeah, those are just shows that I just never went back and watched fully.
All right, so I'm just about to go down the list because I pretty much know some of the biggest ones.
Okay.
Said you haven't seen Sopranos. Have you seen The Wire?
Yeah, I watched The Wire as a kid.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
Well, I would have to rewatch it today.
Doesn't matter. You saw it.
Yeah, I've seen it.
Game of Thrones?
No.
This guy's fucking crazy.
Man, you know I don't watch a lot of TV, bro. This shouldn't even be.
Breaking Bad.
Of course, I watch Breaking Bad. That's one of the greatest TV shows of all time.
That's why I'm naming shows like
Yeah.
Dexter. Have you seen Dexter?
No, I didn't watch Dexter.
Yeah, you gotta tune in.
Yeah, I know. You know I'd be out here lacking, bro. But one for me though, one I wanted to bring up that I was mad that got canceled. I had mentioned in pre-production was the Boondocks.
The Boondocks. Oh my goodness.
Boondocks has been canceled a lot, but that very first cancel between season 3 and 4, or after season 3, is that what it was?
No, that's what I was gonna say. Aaron Magruder fucked himself and went on hiatus.
Yes.
But I'm not saying he fucked himself, but he probably had a writer's block.
He was going through a lot at that time. Bro.
He was going through a lot.
Yeah, he was going through a lot of even from like the network, Cartoon Network, is that who it is? Adult Swim,
Adult Swim, Cartoon Network, same thing.
They were giving him a lot of fucking problems as well, and then it was just a lot of controversy regarding. Was somebody who he did just like a lot of controversial things as far as Boondocks. There were a lot of episodes that got canceled.
I was gonna say there were a lot of episodes that got canceled. Well, not like you said, they got banned, or there were a lot of episodes that were written that never got to make it to the forefront because they didn't fuck with his content or his vision.
Yeah.
It was almost like some cartoon version of the Chappelle Show.
You're right.
To the point where he got ousted from his own show.
Right. Some whack shit.
Just like Dave Chappelle, where they ran an entire season 3 with Donnell Rawlings and Charlie Murphy.
Yep. I remember that. Not the best season.
Yeah, so then he did the hiatus. They came back for the season 4 in like 2014, something like that.
And we watched it just like how we watched the previous season. This is a time where we've told y'all before we would be on, the Xbox Live.
Yep. Yep.
And the Xbox party, man, watching the Boondocks. But yeah, season 4 came around and it was funny, but you could just tell that Aaron's touch wasn't on it.
Yeah,
so.
he didn't write season 4. They had completely removed him like he was Steve Jobs on Apple.
Exactly. So it just that's my least favorite season. So during that time, like I said,
that's when they canceled him.
Yeah, when that shit was happening, I hated that time period for the Boondocks because that was like damn near my favorite show growing up. I'm sorry. So
and we heard it was coming back after a 4-year hiatus.
So many times, bro. They've said it's coming back. Then they get canceled again, and then at this point, John Witherspoon has passed away. Regina King was dealing with a lot. She.
Are you fast forwarding to now?
Yeah, I'm fast forwarding. Like I'm saying, like why shit still is not here.
Well, yeah, he had a deal with HBO Max. They had bought new seasons of the Boondocks, but that got canceled, like you said, because John Witherspoon passed away. They had gotten a replacement for John Witherspoon. They were going to replace Pops. From what I heard, they had somebody that sounded identical.
I thought it was his son or something.
No, they actually told his son, "You cannot play your father."
Oh.
Don't you remember that was a whole big thing?
I don't.
We talked about it here on the pod.
Okay. It's crazy.
But then Regina King, yes, like you said, her son passed away.
Right, exactly.
And that was pretty much, the cast is falling apart right now.
Yeah, so we probably never.
Yeah, that's done.
Yeah, it's over. Once Pops passed, I was like, okay, bro, like it's the same thing with the Friday reboot. Like I don't think they should do a Friday reboot just because Pops is in there.
I thought that we would be okay with the Boondocks without John Witherspoon, only because if you can get someone that sounds just like him, we're fine because this is in animation. Right. He doesn't actually have to be present.
It's not actually him.
Yeah, you don't have to see him to do it. If somebody sounds just like him, that's fine. But when Regina King's son passed, I was like, oh yeah, the cast, that's Riley, Huey, and Granddad that you would have to replace at this point.
It's the show. the main characters, you know what I mean? So yeah. Unfortunately, yeah. But I think that's the one. I couldn't really think of too many other shows, but that was the one for me for sure.
Yeah, like I said, I had one more. If I end up remembering it, I'll bring it back if I find it to be relevant. But
okay.
we can move on. We're in the music. We actually had drops.
Yeah, man, this was a great week so far. Maybe the best week of the year.
Yeah, the reason why I'm saying it was good was because the music industry has been closed, guys. As of January 12th and 13th, the music industry is back open for business, and there are artists that are beginning their album rollouts already. I'm loving it. We already knew that Offset was on his album rollout from 2022. He's continuing that. Dang, I don't know why I got into Offset first. I thought we had some other tracks to talk about, but I'll get into Offset now. He dropped a track, Offset Hit Boy. It's called 2 Live. You heard that during the intro.
Yeah, like you said, Offset just we know that he's on his album run, but Hit Boy as well. We don't know what he's cooking up. He's always working, bro. But this is the first song looks like for Offset with his album rollout. But man, this
For 2023.
But this song is just, whew, man. Where do we even start, bro? Like the beat. I'll just start with the beat. Hit Boy's production just is once again amazing. But
The song is heat. Song is heat.
It's a lot of energy behind this song, man. Like I feel like in the club, that song is gonna go crazy. Like the women are gonna love that song to me just because it already talks about, you know, Uncle Luke and things like that. And you know that's like
She get freaky like Uncle Luke album.
I already see women twerking and going crazy to this song in the club, turned up.
Offset has bars on his verse talking about, you know, she freaky. She got a tongue ring and a nose ring. All the ladies with the tongue and the nose ring is about to go crazy on that.
Man, they gonna love that. They gonna love that for sure.
I can hear this song and see it with nothing but strobe lights and asses jumping. Like this is just a money throwing, like
It's an anthem, low key.
this is $1 bills being thrown in the air, strobe lights, moving objects, asses throwing.
I love this.
This
song.
is a club song.
I love this song, man. And it's a partner or like a collab with Patron. That's why they actually mentioned the lyrics like that. Like it's actually like a partnership there between them, the two artists, and Patron.
I saw that Patron emblem on the cover, and I was like, okay, this has to be some sort of collaboration. But now that you're saying that, I was thinking before, I was like, okay, they talked about how they were off the Patron, but I was like, they've gotten really specific saying they off the El Alto.
Yeah.
Now it makes sense. Guys, we on this El Alto Patron, and they pushing that.
Yeah, so it was actually Hit Boy that got that connect. He actually teased it, I want to say November, the end of the year, maybe October. He took to Instagram and said that there was going to be a song coming out in January, obviously this song, but he never mentioned like who would be on the song.
Okay.
So yeah, it's something that's been in the works, and then, you know, over time, he did also start teasing like pictures of him and Offset in the studio, but like you said, we didn't know that this was going to be the song until this week. But yeah, that's cool to see, man. You know, like them, you don't see too many like collabs like that from too many artists where they mention the brand in the song.
No, yeah. You don't see liquor collabs like that.
Yeah, the tag is on the cover art, like you say. You don't see that too often. So I thought that was cool.
It's cool because we're seeing how much money is generated in the hip hop business now, and now the big boys want to play with us. Pause. Whoa.
What do you mean?
Now the big boys want to play with us. Man, that was terrible wording. I apologize.
Yeah, Mike.
Now the big conglomerates would like to do business with the rappers.
That's what Mike would say when he invited them to Neverland. Y'all want to play with the big boys?
Bro. The thing about it was Mike invited them over because he wanted to play with the big boys. Like he was in there fucking them kids. How do you get me to talk about this every time? And you're only gonna ruin my image because you don't get as dark as I get. I get pitch black with this shit. He was in there. Never mind. Never mind.
That is crazy, man.
That is crazy. And we just passed it over because he made Thriller and Dangerous and shit. Right. Because he made You Rock My World.
That's crazy. He gets a pass. That's sick.
He made Butterflies, so he can give little boys butterflies. And we don't have, never mind. All right. All right. Offset's performance on this album. I'm sorry, on this track. You got me flustered.
Yeah, 10 out of 10. Offset, man. So look, same thing that I said on the previous episode. Like Offset, we talked about maybe he's blackballed, things like that, whatever. I don't even want to get back into that. Offset is about to show y'all like how talented he is, bro. Like he's about to have a great year. The album comes out, that shit is gonna be fire. And this is just an example right here for me, bro. Like I knew he was gonna go crazy, but Offset shined on this song, nigga. Like to me, this was a statement.
Yeah, I already knew, just like you said, we know how well Offset raps. It was never in question.
Yeah.
But when he starts stepping out and I hear verses like this, it's like, oh, you about to use 100% of the potential. Oh, you're gonna go turbo on this. Like,
this was a statement for real to me. Like leading out the year, there's just so much, like we already talked about before, the first quarter drop, things like that, the album getting pushed back. Like, bro, I'm here. That's how I felt. And
I know I'm not trying to start anything up again. Offset has a lot to prove.
Yes, man. He does.
I
agree.
That Only Built for Infinity links was hard.
Yeah, they had some great songs on there for sure.
And I'm not trying to start anything. He still has to do better than that album. Mm-hmm. And he knows it. Mm-hmm. Does he do better than that?
Can't say yet, man. Have to wait till it gets here.
Something tells me Offset's gonna drop a fucking masterpiece, man.
I feel like that too. Like I said,
he has to.
I don't know. Like I said, whether it's better or not, I'll rank that later. But I know he's gonna have his best product. I'm not worried about that.
This is some of my favorite shit in music. Kanye West, and this was not a favorite part for me, but like Kanye West loses his mother. Kanye West drops 808s in Heartbreak, to which it was so experimental. People don't know when to fuck with it, when not to fuck with it. Then he does the Taylor Swift thing. Nobody's fucking with him. Back Against the Wall. You have to come with the greatest shit you've ever dropped. When your back is against the wall, you got to rise to the occasion. Mm-hmm. Chris Brown, he did the thing with Rihanna. He flopped on the album right after that, the Graffiti album. Mm-hmm. Back totally against the wall. You got to drop that. Look at me now. You got to come back with that album after that and turn it all over. The beef with Quavo, the beef with Takeoff, or it wasn't necessarily a beef with Takeoff, but the splitting of Migos, mm-hmm. It all looked like everyone was against Offset. Back is Against the Wall off that. Back is Against the Wall off of a Freshman album. That was a miss. All three of those albums, well, two of them were a miss. Takeoff's album was amazing. But both of those albums were a miss from Quavo and Offset. He's got a lot to prove. I think his back is against the wall. I think he has to prove to niggas, not only am I a solo act that can really do this, but I can stand next to my wife. We got a lot coming here.
Yeah, couldn't agree more.
Sorry.
That just makes me more excited to hear it.
Yeah, sorry I went so long on Offset, but I think he's got a lot to prove with this album. P&D dropped a new song.
Yeah, surprise drop because he didn't really announce this, I believe, until like Thursday night or Wednesday night. I really can't remember, but bro, Party is back.
What I will say is, another thing, it's crazy that I just came off of that last conversation. Mm-hmm. I was at a point in time that I was like, you know what? I'm done listening to PARTYNEXTDOOR.
Me too.
It's done. I don't give a fuck about what next single he drops. Yeah. I don't care about what next album he drops. Party has ruined it for me.
Yeah, same. I feel like he kind of just lost
all acclaim.
He lost his drive to me. Like, it was just a lot that was going on. I think really the last one, I think after P3. P3 came
P3
out.
was 2016, yeah. Everything after that.
Yeah, because, we started getting, like, the party packs and things like that, but...
party packs.
Right. I agree with you, though, like, for a point. I really stopped listening to P&D as well because I just felt like he wasn't in the right headspace. He had a lot going on, relationships, things like that. He was making a lot of, music that was from the heart, but it just wasn't the party that we were used to. I felt like he was clouded.
It wasn't hidden.
He was clouded.
Like you said, the party pack was not hidden. Party Mobile, when that dropped, he had a couple songs.
Yeah, songs, right.
The Loyal track with Drake, that hit.
Yeah.
Believe It with Rihanna, that hit.
Mm-hmm.
Outside of it, no other songs for me really hit on that. He had the 7 Days track, the Rick Ross one hit. Yeah. Other than that, couldn't find any hitters. It got to the point where he was so high up that it was doing the same thing that we were talking about with Bryson Tiller or that we talked about with Roddy Ricch. Mm-hmm. You've killed it. You cannot continuously make poor music. I don't usually say this about artists. He was making poor music continuously.
Yep.
And it was like, next album, we're only going to give him one more album before we listen to this. And then it was bad. And then he drops another one. We're like, you know what? This is the last one. Bad. He drops another one. You're like, you know what? I'm really done if this one's bad. And it was bad again. He had to show and prove. He drops the track called, what was it? Her Friends?
Her Old Friends.
Her Old Friends.
Yeah.
This track is amazing, Cari.
Dog, I'm really ashamed to say how many times I played this song since it came out Friday morning, Thursday night, whatever.
This track is so amazing, Cari.
Just on repeat over and over and over and over and over again, man. So I'm not gonna lie to you, and this is something that we talked about before we came in, and we both agreed. You know, it was crazy.
I said it to you without you even saying that
right.
You thought the same thing.
First time I heard this song, or after maybe like a few listens, man, I said to myself, this song has the same effect that Come and See Me had in 16. I said, dog, this song gives me the Come and See Me effect. And you said the same thing.
Yeah. For me, it does kind of different things, but I was like, no, this song is to the same level as Come and See Me. Like
yeah.
I don't even know how to explain it, because since Come and See Me as a single, because that was on P3, as a single for PARTYNEXTDOOR, he hasn't had a song that important, that big. This is the first song since Come and See Me that's been that worth it for PARTYNEXTDOOR to drop as a single.
Yeah, I agree. So, yeah, the songs are different. Like, I wasn't trying.
I know, yeah.
The songs, but yeah, just the effect, like you said, the way it hit, the way that it got you excited about the project, the upcoming project. You know what I mean? Like, this is a hit. Yeah, that's one of those songs you're never going to forget. Like, Come and See Me, still to this day, 2016, like you said, 7 years later, that song still hits to this day.
It will punch you in the gut.
No matter
just
when you
as
listen
hard
to it,
as it did in 2016.
This song will do that exact same thing. We're gonna look at this song 5, 6, 7 years later and say Her Old Friends is still punching me to this day.
I cannot explain the level of toxicity that this nigga portrays that hits me so well.
Yeah.
This is amazing. Him and Drake, I don't know how they're able to take their feelings and make it so relatable. Mm-hmm. I feel like they just go through relationships on purpose to find shit to write about.
Yeah. They made Drake for sure.
No. I don't think they do. I don't think they do. And if Drake did, I think there might have been a portion in his life that he did, maybe that 2010 to 14 era. I can believe that then. Yeah. But as a grown man, no, I don't really think they're doing that. But I feel like they definitely write different scenarios with women down there. You know what? Mm-hmm. Everyone goes through that one. Write that part in.
Yeah, for sure, man. Like you said, Party got very specific, on things where you know that men or women, those are situations or thoughts that you've had to yourself. Like, fuck all her old friends. Y'all let her fuck anybody.
Y'all just let that girl fuck anybody. Like, and y'all told her to do it. Like,
that hurts.
Y'all told her that was okay.
Yeah, man. Everybody done probably been through a situation like that. That's, like you said, it's so relatable. And they're able to just curate it in such a way where, like, you feel it. Even if you've never been through it, which, probably you have. But even if you haven't been through it, you still feel his pain.
We felt Drake's pain in the 9th grade.
And we hadn't been through shit.
I hadn't been through any of that shit. We had been through some of that shit on a small scale. Yeah, not like Drake.
Not like Drake. But yeah, that's a perfect example. We're listening to Take Care in the 9th grade thinking that we've had our heart broken. Like, bro, we ain't been through shit.
Like, we are not relating to Drake like we thought we was relating to Drake. Now that I'm grown, I can hear that music again. It still hits just the same.
Yep. Timeless.
This is timeless music. I'm glad you said that. PARTYNEXTDOOR, her old friends. This is a timeless song, and it's a hit.
Yes, sir.
Give this song a week or two, and you're gonna see how this resonates with the community. But he better have his album done.
Yeah, it's on the way. He's back.
No. That album needs to be done. It needs to come out in the next 4 weeks. With a song this big, and you've been talked about for the last 3 to 4 years about how bad you've done. It needs to be done. It needs to be good. and you need to drop this while you still have the momentum of this hit song.
I feel you.
If this dies down before he drops, it doesn't mean anything anymore.
No, yeah, I feel you. You can't lose the hype that's behind it. You know what I mean?
Not when you're him.
Yeah.
Not right now.
Yeah.
So yeah, this album better be done.
We'll see.
And Drake better be getting on a remix.
Drake's gonna be on the song for sure. That's another thing that we said. We couldn't believe that Drake let this song go and didn't hop on it.
How did Drake literally had to just be busy.
Yeah,
Drake was just busy.
There's no way Drake did not hear this song and didn't want to get on it before it came out. I just don't believe that.
Either that or Party Next Door found some slick way to get this out without Drake hearing it. I know you were in Switzerland that day, so
you were in Turks.
I just submitted it.
I just submitted it. You were in Turks, man, handling business. You were at a Raptors game.
Drake is probably mad as fuck this came out with him not being on it.
I would be. Trust me. This like we keep saying, man, like this is one of those.
But with every song of Party Next Doors that is a huge hit, there was a feature from Drake. There comes a point in time where Jay couldn't be on Kanye's song anymore. There comes a point in time where Jay couldn't be on J. Cole's song anymore. Baby didn't need to be on Lil Wayne's tracks anymore. Yeah. Maybe Party was like, yo, Drake, let me fly, dog.
I hope. Shit. Because, I mean, I agree. The song doesn't need Drake. We're just saying, like, I can't believe Drake let this get off without him being on there.
It don't need Drake, but yeah, it does.
I mean, we know what Drake would have done to the song, bro, but like it didn't need him.
Just imagine not knowing Drake was gonna be on a song, and then verse 1 ends, and you hear that Drake. Remember, like, just think back to when we heard Drake's voice on "Come and See Me."
I was just about to say, imagine "Come and See Me" without Drake. No, I know what you mean.
I think there is a "Come and See Me" without Drake.
I'm just saying though, like hearing it, you know, the way you just explained it, not knowing that Drake wasn't on the song, like I know what you mean, man. But still a great song, regardless, Drake or not. Party did his thing, man.
He did his thing.
He did his fucking thing.
No, Drake, get on that though. I'm sorry. He need to get on that. But speaking of collabs, we're still in collab. Moneybagg and Glorilla. Mm-hmm. They dropped that track. We was telling y'all about the track they had coming out called "On What You On."
Yeah, music video came out as long.
Okay, I didn't see the music video.
I didn't either, but it came out. They actually ended up dropping this on Thursday. They dropped it, you know,
that came out on the 12th.
So yeah, music video and the song is out. I played the song maybe like 2 or 3 times. It's very this is another song that we mentioned earlier. It's just gonna be like a club song. It's a ratchet song.
It's Moneybagg Yo and Glorilla.
Yeah, very ratchet. But it sounds good. Like they both had good verses, but it's not gonna be one of my favorite songs that I keep playing. You know, like they talking about bullshit on this song, just to be honest with you.
What I will say is I really like this song. It's to what Cari said. I wouldn't find myself playing it a whole lot.
Yeah.
But it's catchy enough that if I hear it too many times, I'm gonna download it to my phone and I am gonna start playing it a lot.
I feel like it's one of them songs that's it'll hit depending on the setting that you're in. If you hear this song outside on a Sunday brunch, Sunday fun
anywhere,
day,
yeah,
with some mimosas in your system, it's gonna go crazy. You know what I'm saying?
No, I fuck with it sober.
I just feel like I would like it more if I was outside.
I think it hits better when you're outside, but just like I said, it's catchy enough for me that I really only need to hear that song about 6-7 more times before I put that in my rotation. I'm not gonna lie. From my earbuds, I could fit that in my rotation if it gets catchy enough for me.
I hear you.
But I don't see myself listening to it enough for it to ring off like that.
Yeah. It's just one of them songs that, like, you don't play it yourself. For me, it's not going to be one that I play a lot, but I'm going to hear it a lot.
But if I hear it, I don't have a problem.
Right.
Yeah. I fuck with it, though.
Yeah, it's
nobody had a bad verse.
Yeah, it's a good song. It's just, like I mentioned, just not going to be one of my favorites that I just continue to play.
Look at everybody afraid of Yo Gotti.
All them niggas.
No bad verses, though.
Right. No.
They did their thing. They killed it. I don't have too much else on it, though. Shout out CMG.
Yeah.
Is this the collab gang?
Like we said before we started, this was, so far a good week for releases, man. A lot of, people work together that actually sounded good on tracks. We got some good music.
I was going to say, because besides Party Next Door, every single thing that came out was a collab single. We have Gucci Mane and Kodak Black. They dropped a track called King Snipe.
Played it once pre-production. Not a bad song.
Did we play this during pre-production?
Yeah, you probably didn't. I really didn't listen to it much as well because we was in here talking, you know what I'm saying, setting up and shit. But yeah, I let it spin. But it doesn't sound bad. I'll need to play it some more to really, decipher and say like what I really think about it. But from what I heard, Kodak had a nice little verse. Gucci Mane was on the chorus. It sounded pretty nice. But
did Gucci have a verse?
Yeah. But I just wanted to point out, I believe he was the one that took the chorus for the song. But it didn't sound too bad. Like I said, I'll just have to play it again to really know like if I like it or not.
Okay, yeah. Like I said, it might have been played during pre-production. I didn't hear it, and I haven't played this on my own. I'm going to have to take some time this week to actually hear this track. But I told y'all I was going to spin back. We just did songs, but I had albums to spin back from last week. We spun back on the full length of Coke Boy 6, DJ Drama, and French Montana.
Yeah.
That album is fucking great.
Yeah, very good, very good. Like we said, we don't have too much music out right now, but that's one of the best projects that's out so far for the year, man. It's a lot of good rap, a lot of good production, good beats on there, a lot of good features. We said that before when we first mentioned it, but I couldn't agree more. I've been playing that. That's what, just because it's the only thing that's out, I've been playing that every day.
I've been playing this every day, but I'm not going to say that because that sounds kind of not weird. It sounds like you taking it down a notch.
Oh, saying like it's the only thing out.
Yeah, I'm not playing this because it's the only thing out. I'm playing this shit because it's really hard.
Yeah, for sure.
The track Sliding with French Montana and Ayub, Choose You. I love the fucking song Choose You with Jeremiah. That's my steez. But from Sliding, Choose You to RZA, that's like a back for me.
Yeah.
RZA with DJ Drama, I said DJ Drama, with French Montana and Benny the Butcher, killed it.
Cold. Yeah, we told y'all how we felt about the Nav song as well.
Oh my gosh.
Great project though. I couldn't agree more, man. Like that's a solid tape.
I've listened to this all the way through probably about 3 or 4 times now.
Okay.
This is that.
Yeah. Another one, let me ask you, did you go back and listen to NBA Youngboy?
No.
I played it, man. I rest my case.
I forgot to. I still need to listen to that one.
Dog, I'm going to just be honest. I don't like it.
Really?
I don't like it, man. I really do not like it. Like compared to how I've liked other projects, the shit that he was dropping last year, he was just trying a lot of sounds on this one to me.
This is the first album on his new label.
Exploring a lot, and we mentioned that was something he was probably going to do. He was probably going to try to be more creative. This is a guy, he's changing a lot of things in his life. You know what I mean? So I'm not shocked or mad that he's taking or trying new avenues, but so far I just feel like this album was just all over the place. There's some songs that sound good, but it's a lot for me. I'm not really liking it. What
I will say, I haven't heard it at all. I still need to hear it to give like a full opinion. Maybe they're starting his career all over. You had all of those albums from Atlantic Records, but with a first album, take Lil Yachty, and you had that first album, I forgot what the name of it was. He was in the movie theater on the cover with all those different people around him. And there were so many different styles because with a freshman album, they just want to see which type of style is going to click, what the people are going to cling to, and what we're going to be able to push for your next album.
Teenage Emotion.
That didn't hit at all because it was really just a bunch of experiments.
I know what you mean. It's like you just throwing shit up against the wall and seeing what sticks.
Maybe that's what this is.
Yeah, could be. And I mean, it makes sense what you said just because it's the first one.
Motown's trying them out.
Yeah. But once you listen to it more, I will revisit that because I want to see like how you feel. But that's my thoughts. Like, I feel like they were just trying a lot. He was trying a lot. And I just didn't like the sounds that he tried. But I'm not mad at the guy. If that is the case for like wanting to try new things, like you see it all the time, like you mentioned with Yachty there. So I'm not surprised at that.
And from the outward, you can see that NBA Youngboy looks like he's starting to or trying to rebuild his career. We talked about the Gucci Mane Kodak Black track. You just saw Kodak Black and NBA Youngboy on FaceTime. It looks like they've mended their beef.
Yeah, which is good, man. Very good to see, not gonna lie.
You're seeing some of the strangest stuff from NBA Youngboy these days.
Let me ask you.
He's rebuilding his career.
Yeah, man, and it's good to see, but not NBA Youngboy specifically because I really believe him in this case.
I do too.
When you see things like this, sometimes it makes you question, like, are they for real? You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you be like, bro, are these guys for real? But NBA, I think he's really serious about this. Stop the violence and the beef and all that shit. Like it's good to see that.
I think NBA YoungBoy is pushing a lot of this stuff, and he's serious about a lot of this stuff because he started to realize, okay, the industry is not going to accept me until I start acting like this. Mm-hmm. Until I stop being so controversial, or until I stop beefing with everybody that's prominent in rap, I'm not going to be able to make it that far. Of course, the Lil Durk, Lil Baby thing, you can't help that. That's something that my friend and your friend and this and that. But with the petty beef like that with Kodak Black, you can hear early songs. I know you weren't listening to NBA YoungBoy as early as I was. I can hear songs. He was like, shout out to the Kodak man, free Kodak. He called himself Sniper, like Sniper Gang a lot.
Early?
Okay. Yeah, he would say free the main Sniper. Shout out to Yak, free Yak, all of that. So he was a fan of Kodak Black before Kodak was a fan of YB. I'm really thinking that he's for real about this, and I'm thinking Kodak Black is for real because last year you saw Kodak Black try to mend things with NBA YoungBoy. NBA YoungBoy wasn't having that.
Yeah, because Kodak made a comment about NBA YoungBoy's fans, and that
a lot of people
that YB
have
better shit, and he spoke up on it. He was like, man, like I like you, I respect you. It's just your damn fans. Like that shit is annoying. All in the comments. So, but at that time, NBA YoungBoy was still on that shit. So he took it as disrespect. Even though Kodak, maybe it was disrespect, maybe it wasn't.
It wasn't.
Who's to say? You know what I'm saying? But NBA YoungBoy at that time, he didn't care. Like you said, don't mention my name. Type shit is how he was coming. So, like you said, to see where they are now, like these guys are on FaceTime. It's just something that you would have never thought we would see because these niggas were real life beefed out. But that's just cool to see. Once again, I know we keep talking about it, but if you follow NBA YoungBoy and if you're watching this transition,
he's changing night and day.
It's important to like really focus on this because like nigga, this is somebody who could be the guy, the biggest rapper, and he's changing. You know what I mean?
He's going to be.
Hopefully.
He's making the necessary changes. He's moving his notion to stop the violence. Mm-hmm. That was the biggest problem that labels and businesses were having with him. He's doing that because he wants brand deals now. He wants to be able to be accepted. He wants to be able to perform at festivals. Anytime before that, it would be an issue. Mm-hmm. He wants to be accepted by the labels. He's signed to Motown now. He said he was blackballed before. I can see what's going on.
Yeah.
He's interacting with his fans more. He has his own radio channel on AMP now.
Took back to Instagram. A lot of things that he just wasn't doing before.
Laughing, smiling in pictures with fans and shit on the street now.
Yeah. It's good to see. It's very good to see, for real.
It just seems like, this is my last time saying it, we'll move on, that he's like, okay, if I'm going to be a part of this rap music game, this industry, I got to start behaving like it. Mm-hmm. And now he's behaving like it. So I just hope the music starts to mirror it. I'll have to listen to this album, though. Are we still in music? Do we have more music?
That was it.
All right, man. I think we're back in the news. Golden Globes. We missed the Golden Globes on Thursday. Mm-hmm. I think it happened on Wednesday night. I did watch it on Wednesday night. Did you watch it?
I didn't know.
Okay, I was watching the entire event, but we meant to talk it on Thursday. We just kind of left it off the list, but we're here now. It was hosted by Gerard Carmichael. It was a lovely fucking event. Mm-hmm. What I will say is Gerard Carmichael is probably my favorite comedian of this generation.
Okay.
I think I've said this on this podcast before. He probably has, or he is the closest to echoing Dave Chappelle's style in this generation.
Raunchy,
dark.
Yeah.
And he's probably one of the only ones that can still get away with it because he's been doing it for 15 to 20 years now.
Got you.
He just came out last year. If you remember, Gerard Carmichael came out the closet.
Yeah.
That was a big thing for him on the stage this year. He was talking about, but he opened up and he had a Whitney Houston joke. It was a big controversy. He said that we are live from the same hotel that killed Whitney Houston.
Sheesh. What, the bathtub?
Yeah.
Fuck. Ooh.
Was that bad of a joke?
Nah, I just think it's just hard these days, man. Sometimes you just gotta leave some certain people alone. You know what I mean? I guess, but that's not. I mean, we've heard worse.
We can't make a Whitney Houston joke?
Maybe not at the Golden Globes. There's too many white folks around. You got to do that at the BET Awards.
Do you think that he would have gotten away with that at the BET Awards? Yeah. They would have booed him off the stage at the BET Awards. There would
have been more laughs at the BET Awards.
Really?
I don't know, bro. I'm just really talking. I don't think it's that bad, though.
My thing is, he's a comedian. What did y'all expect?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like,
I saw so many comments that were like, this is distasteful. This is disrespectful. He's a comedian.
And we've heard worse.
Way worse.
Like, what the hell?
I just talked about Michael sucking kid dick. Come on now. It gets worse. This nigga ate child dick. Think about that. No, don't think about it. Don't think about it.
Never.
All right, I'm sorry. We don't have to stand Gerard Carmichael. He was the host, though. He made a distasteful joke. I wanted to get past that. But there were a lot of big awards, especially for the community. I want to start with Abbott Elementary. Mm-hmm. Is it Tyler James Williams? Tyler James Williams and what is the main character?
Quinta Brunson.
Quinta Brunson,
the creator.
And there was one more Golden Globe winner that came from Abbott Elementary. She's a main character. Forgot her name. Damn it. We'll get into it in a second. But Quinta Brunson, Tyler James Williams, they both took awards for or Golden Globe awards for Abbott Elementary. Mm-hmm. I believe they were their first Golden Globe awards. Amazing, especially with both of them. I want to talk about Tyler James Williams though, because we saw him grow all the way up from Everybody Hates Chris. I never thought he would have been in a point winning a Golden Globe.
Yeah, just from starting out in Everybody Hates Chris.
I just never saw him as someone playing in a role that warranted a Golden Globe, but as I've started to watch that show, he's amazing in this role.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I haven't seen too many episodes of Abbott, but I have heard the same thing. Like people really focus in on Tyler James and really you just hear a lot about how good he plays his role. But I know what you mean. Like starting out with Everybody Hates Chris. I mean, he was a child, in that show. And then from that point, he's never really had just like a more like serious role or something that you said could get him a Golden Globe, up until this point, Abbott Elementary. And then even starting out, like they didn't think Abbott was going to be as big as it has gotten.
This show is amazing. Yeah. I watched this show and I started to watch it more as I worked in a school.
Okay.
It's accurate as fuck. And it carries that same type of camera setting,
like The Office.
I was just gonna say, as The Office, you don't really see too much scene like camera switching, like from camera to camera to camera. You see a whole lot of one camera, and it'll go from left to right a lot, and it'll switch like,
and it'll focus in on one person. It'll zoom in.
Yeah, it'll zoom in, but it'll all be from one camera, like it's coming from a camcorder.
Yep.
It's interview based. They have confessionals.
It's fire, bro.
It is amazing. The other person that I wanted to talk about that I couldn't remember was Sheryl Lee Ralph. Okay. She won a Golden Globe from Abbott Elementary. But it was a big night. They did the sweep. When you see Oscar, Grammy, and we talk about how actors and musicians, they do the sweep, Abbott Elementary did the fucking sweep.
Yeah. Shout out to them, man. That's amazing to see.
Shout out Quinta Brunson for coming all the way up from
Vine.
A viral video on Vine that I don't even... Was that even her video?
Yeah, I believe so. I think it was. But I don't know.
You got money?
Yeah, I don't know if it was hers or not.
Either way.
Yeah.
Just shout out. And that's an amazing show. I'm glad that it's receiving the success and acclaim that it is these days. Mm-hmm. Just shout out to that whole team. Another person I wanted to talk about, Angela Bassett. She picked up an award for Black Panther 2.
Mm-hmm. Supporting actress.
Great. She had an amazing speech. I watched the whole thing.
Man, she looks amazing.
Yeah, she's stunning.
Bro, Angela Bassett looks beautiful, dog. Amazing.
She looks amazing in 2023. Do y'all remember what she looked like in like 98?
Man, that's why I say like she still looked the same, bro.
Oh my God.
Amazing.
Oh my gosh.
Jesus.
But like I said, yeah, amazing speech. They all looked great. Did we have other people that we wanted to talk about too?
Nah, just really wanted to focus in on them. Angela Bassett, this is only her second one, man. You know how many great roles she's done over the years, and just this is the second time.
Yeah, the only other one that she won was for What's Love Got to Do with It. She was Tina Turner.
Yep.
But when you think about her big roles, she should have absolutely won at least one more. Black Panther won.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Waiting to Exhale. Even though I really don't fucking like that movie. Y'all just love doing us dirty. That's crazy, man. We don't act like that. We don't act like that in that fucking movie, ladies. But I'm trying to... Eddie Murphy. Eddie Murphy picked up an award. What was the name of that award?
Yeah, let me get back to it.
It was the Cecil... I just can't...
Yeah, Cecil B. DeMille Award.
Okay, yeah. So it was basically... You had information on it. I asked Cari before... What the fuck is that award?
Yeah, so I have it right here. So they said the Hollywood Foreign Press Association decided to establish a special prestigious award for outstanding contributions to the world of entertainment. The members wanted to bear an international recognized and respected name, so they chose the guy Cecil B. DeMille, who first got the award in 1952. So every year, this committee, I guess they focus in on one person. They choose, somebody to win that award. And this year, like you said, it was Eddie Murphy. Rightfully deserved.
Yeah, absolutely. Eddie Murphy put in a ton of fucking work from the 80s to the 90s to probably, through 2000 and 2010. You saw him dip off in the 2010s. He didn't really do much work. But as someone that does like comedy in the stand-up comedy realm, Eddie Murphy, everybody wants to be like Richard Pryor or everybody wants to be like Dave Chappelle. Eddie Murphy's right in there with them. Eddie Murphy has the blueprint for like the greatest stand-up comedian's dream ever. He only had to do 2 specials.
Then he became a movie star.
And he turned into a movie star.
Yep, that's what everybody want to do.
And just floated from there. Now, if you still want to do comedy, do comedy. But he never had to do comedy ever again. He hasn't done a stand-up show since 1987.
Sheesh.
Just movie star from that point on. Millionaire vibes. And then he got to take a break all through the 2010s. He didn't really make a return to big acting until Dolomite. And now he's got that movie that's coming out. I don't know if you've seen the previews. I forgot. He's got a new movie coming out. Okay. And it looks fucking hilarious.
It's gonna be on Netflix with Jonah Hill, Lauren London.
Yes.
Yes.
He's the father of interracial couple.
Yeah.
It looks hilarious.
It's gonna be funny as hell.
And the thing about it is, that's not really Eddie's vibe. The movie that Eddie's taking a different turn in the 2020s or his latter part of the career. It's not goofy Eddie anymore.
Serious. More serious role.
Even though it's a comedy, he's taking the more serious parts in it these days.
Yeah. You fucking find that movie for us.
But it's just lovely to see someone like Eddie Murphy get his flowers and finally receive a Golden Globe for his work, because he's another guy that his work really wouldn't warrant him a Golden Globe. Even his best works that were like Coming to America, Trading Places, things like that. Those are his Beverly Hills Cop. Those are his best movies. Yeah. And they're not the type of Golden Globe one. So I'm glad that he got himself an award.
No, I couldn't agree more. The movie is going to be called You People. So like you say, interracial couples.
You People.
That shit going to be funny as hell.
Yeah, I can't wait to see that.
But just one more thing about Eddie, bro. Like, one thing that just separates him, man, you know how he's able to play so many characters within one movie. That's something that nobody will, I don't think anybody will ever be able to do. Martin did an okay job, Big Mama, Shanae, things like that. But Eddie, Eddie has done
Murphy.
shit, bro, that nobody can ever do in their whole career.
Eddie Murphy, I'm glad you brought that up, is fucking amazing. And Kevin Hart talks about that a lot.
Yeah, he does. In the
how you can be one man, play 7 or 8 different roles
in one movie,
and put together an 1.5 to 2 hour motion picture. You're over this, you're over there. Now I'm here. Now I'm there. Now, do you know how much recording and memorization you had to record lines for or memorize lines for 7 to 8 different characters?
I don't think people really understand how hard that is. That shit is difficult.
When you think about, just like you said, yes, that is not easy.
Bro.
When you think about that and you think about shit like the industry or the film industry takes their hat off more to Robin Williams and Miss Doubtfire than they do to Eddie Murphy and Nutty Professor.
Yeah.
He did his thing. Shout out Robin. One of the greatest stand-up comedians again, or one of the greatest to do it, period.
Yeah, for sure.
But you got to take your hat off to Eddie Moore.
Come on, dog. Coming to America, Norbit, like you said, Nutty Professor. Like, that shit, bro, that's 3, 4, 5, 6, 8 different characters.
Time
like
and time again.
In one movie, multiple times. Like, nobody has ever done
just that. Nutty Professor 1 and 2.
Yeah, that's...
Right there. He's playing animals in Dr. Dolittle. And he's playing himself.
Crazy, man. Crazy.
A talent.
Yeah.
A hell of a talent.
Yeah, so he deserves that, man. This is somebody who's almost put in 50 years at this point to just be getting this type of a award, like you said, but we just don't get recognized until way later. Shit is insane sometimes, but glad to see that he finally got it. You know, respect to that for him finally getting his flowers.
Did you hear his speech in the Will Smith joke that he made?
That shit was funny.
He's like, I learned 2 things in this industry. Number 1, pay your taxes. Number 2, keep Will Smith's wife's name out your motherfucking mouth. Whole crowd erupted.
Yeah, that shit was funny, bro.
But the Golden Globes looked like it was an amazing time. Everybody says shout out the Hollywood Foreign Press. So I'm gonna be like, yo, shout out the Hollywood Foreign Press for putting that lovely show on. Let's move on. We're already in Hollywood shit. Guys, Kanye's not missing. I want to state that. We were talking about whether Kanye was missing or not. We were hoping that actually wasn't true. Kanye was spotted last week shopping in Hollywood with a random female. A couple of days goes by and we realize, nope, that's not a random female. That's Kanye's new wife.
Wife, man.
Kanye got married over the last week, they said.
What's going on here, man?
Do you have who that is, Corey?
Yeah, her name is Bianca Sensori. She is a architectural designer at Yeezy for several years, or was. Reportedly, they had a private ceremony to celebrate their love. Kanye West is married again.
I want to start by saying Kanye West is not married. I was able to do a little bit more digging. I got into the actual articles. Kanye did what I've always talked about being ideal as fuck, and I don't know why people don't do that. Kanye West had a wedding ceremony, but did not file any official papers.
What's the point of that?
You can buy rings and say you're married. Because
what's the point, though?
To say you're married. This is my thing. If you don't go to the court and get the papers, say your aunt and your uncle are gonna get married. All you're gonna do is go to the wedding. You don't know if they go get their papers or not. Mm-hmm. Who the fuck knows? Mm-hmm. To everybody else, they're just married. You're not gonna go check it with the court.
I guess.
That's my thing on it.
Yeah, okay. I mean,
if you want a divorce, you just take your fucking rings off.
Kanye is just like, why? That's my
No.
Like,
Yeah, no.
Like,
I'm just talking about the actual theory of that type of marriage method. Kanye is doing too fucking much. Both of them need to sit their ass down.
He's
Kanye
hurt.
and his wife.
He's his new wife. You gotta address her as Kanye's wife now. But what's up, man? Kanye's hurt. What is this? What do you think this is? Why is he doing this?
I can't put my finger on it. Kanye is going through a lot of different things right now. Uh-huh. So I don't know. Another thing is we can't just blame this on being hurt over Kim. We've never lost $400 million in like a day. So I don't know what losing that type of money does to you. That might make me go marry somebody for comfort.
I was just about to say, I don't know if I'm going to go get married.
I might do anything.
Yeah, but marriage is probably going to be at the end of my list if I lose 400 in a day.
Yeah, if I lose 400 million, or not 400 million, he was left with 400 million. He lost $2.5 billion.
Right, in a day. Apple Pay didn't work, all that. You know, he lost a lot. I don't think I'm running to have a ceremony. I think I'm going to try to save all the coins that I have.
All right, but if you think about it like this, he's probably thinking that he went broke. And like he had $3 billion and he got dropped and went broke. That's the only girl that stood by his side when he went broke. She was with him when he was down bad.
Nah, he had Julia Roberts. What's not
Julia Roberts?
What's her name? Julia Fox.
Julia Roberts wouldn't dare spit in Kanye's direction.
She would never even speak or shake his head.
Oh my
Julia
goodness.
Roberts, that's funny. Julia Fox, man.
Julia Roberts.
That's funny.
Oh, and did you see that shit that Julia Fox just said?
About their relationship?
No.
What'd she say?
She was speaking to someone. I don't know if it was Jimmy Fallon or somebody else. She said she fucked Drake.
I did see that, bro. I don't care about that shit.
No. I don't care. It's just
I think people be picking at Ye.
That's what I was getting at.
They be poking the bear for what?
They know he has sad problems.
Sad problems.
So I couldn't find a way to put it, and y'all aren't about to cancel me.
But nah, bro. Like, why do people like poking the bear? Like, you never poke the bear. Y'all gonna wake up a beast.
Because that's how they get to Kanye. Because Kanye can say whatever he wants on social media, but the people that are close to him know that they've gotten under his skin.
Yeah, that shit just weird. Drake didn't hit that.
You don't think so?
I don't think so.
Another thing that I didn't realize, Cari, Julia Fox is the girlfriend from Uncut Gems.
Yes.
I never knew that because she looks like a skunk now.
Yeah, she looked completely different. But yeah.
She was fire in that movie.
Absolutely she was. But that's what crack can do to you. Or
Crack.
That's what a relationship with Kanye West will do to you.
No, absolutely.
Like, for real.
Kanye is the only billionaire no woman still wants to be with. Like, they won't even do it for the money. I've literally had, like, I've talked to women about this. I was like, you wouldn't even do it for the money?
Yeah.
They wouldn't even do it for the money.
Mm-hmm. It's a lot that comes with that, a lot of baggage that comes with a relationship with Ye West, man.
Yeah.
That women just don't want to go through.
With Ye West. That does make him sound cooler. No, I'm not gonna lie.
Mr. Ye.
Now I did know what, like, I know why he did it now.
Yeah.
That sounds a little cooler than Kanye.
Yeah.
Ye West.
Ye West.
Ooh, imagine if he got to go by that in junior high. Bitches. Are we ready to move on from Kanye though? Because I don't care that much about him being married. I don't care that much about some of this shit.
Yeah, same here.
Let's move on to some other things I don't care about. John Legend and Chrissy Teigen welcome a new child.
Ooh, congrats.
The only reason why I would say I give a fuck about this was because I know they were trying to have a child before.
Yeah. They did experience some paternal. What do you call it?
No.
Let me get the correct verbiage. What is it?
Mm-hmm. And then I'm gonna walk it back on you.
What is it? Maternity?
Maternity? Yeah, it's maternal or maternity.
Okay, I said like paternal. That's why I'm saying.
That's father.
Correcting myself. So it's maternity.
Yeah.
What's the correct?
What do you mean? Like, do you mean like a miscarriage?
Was it a miscarriage? I can't remember what it was.
She said it was a miscarriage, and then like a couple months later, she came out and said she lied that she had an abortion.
What the fuck?
You don't remember that?
No, I do not remember that.
That's why I was like, I'm gonna wait for you to finish so I can walk it down. Now it's not my business to judge her on her decision to do. You like, I'm pro whatever you want to do.
Of course.
Yeah, it was a big deal when she came out and said, "No, guys, I lied about the miscarriage. We actually just chose to have an abortion."
Oh,
nonetheless,
it's crazy.
They had a healthy, private childbirth.
Yeah, that's good. That's good to see. Shout out to them. This number 2 you said?
Don't do that. Are you trying to be funny?
No, I thought they had one before.
No, I don't think they had one before.
Yeah, I was really being serious, I swear.
I think she had been trying.
Okay.
She might have had problems before, but I know what we just talked about with the last situation but this is number 1, I believe.
Okay.
Yeah. But shout out to them. Mm-hmm. We're not standing there too long because, like we said, we don't care that much. LL Cool J got on Instagram and he took to it to tell everybody that he wants a biopic, or he asked everyone, "Is it time for a biopic?"
Yeah. Who would you see playing LL Cool J? Do you have anybody in mind? I don't know.
Romeo.
Any lookalikes? Romeo?
I'm thinking Romeo. You don't know.
Ooh,
Rotimi.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah,
know.
they said Rotimi would be someone that would play him.
Look, I'm in the comments. They say Drew from Everybody Hates Chris. His name is Taquan Richmond. That would be good, bro.
He could play the young one
if he's bald still.
If he's bald still,
knock that out the park.
Absolutely, he could play. Yeah. He could play young LL Cool J, but he can't play Any Given Sunday LL Cool J. Like you're gonna have to have two different characters. A young one, you might have to have three. The child one, the middle school to like young adult one. Mm-hmm. Drew from Everybody Hates Chris can play like I need love, LL Cool J, but like
Mama said knock you out type shit.
Yeah, but when you get to like Around the Way Girl type shit, like you're not playing that anymore.
Yeah. But I mean, I agree with LL, bro. We talked about this before. Like, we talk about pioneers of hip hop.
Pioneer.
The early stages of hip hop. Like, yeah, this is a guy that deserves all the credit, all the documentaries, biopics, movies, whatever y'all want to call it, whatever you want to title it. That needs to be done.
There are certain people that I credit before the people that are of the golden age of rap that people would say like the Biggies and the Pacs.
Right. I'm talking about before that.
That are responsible for building this game.
Yeah, the birth of it.
Rakim, Big Daddy Kane.
Yeah, Curtis Blow.
Mm-hmm. But the biggest of all of them, if not Rakim, for just like the style of rap, but the biggest of all of them is LL Cool J. Yeah. LL Cool J built the rap game, damn near.
He showed what you could get from it. Like, of course,
yes,
rapping, but he took it to a whole nother level as far as like image and the likeness and the ladies. He brought ladies into hip hop. You know what I mean? Like, ladies love Cool James. Like, that's where all that shit stems from.
And outside of that,
style, fashion.
He's one of the style and fashion as well.
For sure.
He's one of the only artists that started from the late 80s outside of maybe Cube and Dre that showed you how you can parlay your rap career and live forever off of that shit. You don't see people from the beginning of the rap game, like we said, like Curtis Blow, Big Daddy Kane, Grandmaster Flash, and all of those guys.
Yeah, whole Run DMC.
You don't see them living like millionaire or multi-millionaires or large like that. LL Cool J, Ice Cube,
Ice-T,
Dr. Dre, Ice-T,
Snoop.
They're really Snoop came in 92.
I was just saying, like, those icons.
Yeah, but I'm talking about the ones from the beginning stages.
Gotcha.
You don't see them living like LL Cool J. Yeah. LL Cool J showed niggas how to do it. Mm-hmm. And outside of all the other guys, LL Cool J was one that held a spot for a long time as the best rapper in rap.
Yeah, man. But like I said, the style, fashion, Kangos, the jumpsuits,
absolutely,
the gold rope chains. There's just a lot of shit that from LL's time, bro. And it wasn't just him, but like we said, he was just he was front and center at that time. But
he didn't have to dirty it up, and he didn't have to be gang banging, and you still know that like
his point across, like I'm still like that,
and I will knock you the fuck out. Like
I'm gonna say knock you out.
I'm not even gonna lie. I would play with pause.
Who you playing with?
I would try a lot more rappers in the game before I tried LL Cool J. I wouldn't try LL today.
Facts, bro.
LL would knock your ass out today.
Facts.
He knocked Jamie out. You remember that story about like the Any Given Sunday?
Yeah.
He knocked the shit out of that nigga. Mm-hmm. Like he slept him. All right, I don't want to stay on it, but yeah, don't play with LL.
Nah, bro. He deserves a biopic.
He deserves a biopic. He has a lot in his career to be talked about from the beginning stages, like we said, from building rap to the movie stage part to NCIS. There's just a lot he's done. Yeah. To putting Offset in NCIS. No, imagine if that was a part of the movie. But yeah, shout out to LL Cool J. We don't have to stay in it too long. We could talk Bow Wow. We're not really talking Bow Wow, guys, but Bow Wow said that hip hop needs a union or a board. Mm-hmm.
This is something that we've talked about plenty of times before, specifically yourself. So I want to let you go at it first. But, we brought this up when we talked about award shows, award ceremonies, and how specifically like the Grammys, bro, people, we love the Grammys. We want to go to the Grammys. Everybody wants the Grammys, but a Grammy award. But when we go, they don't show us love. They don't even air the hip hop award. You know what I'm saying? It gets no TV time. And then a lot of times people win awards that they probably shouldn't. We don't even get nominated for categories that we're supposed to be in. They put us in the urban category. Like, there's just so much bullshit, right, that happens at these award shows. So we talked about it before, like, why don't we build our own company, culture, board, award shows so we can just focus on ourselves? Just something that we talk about all the time. But you said Bow Wow kind of touched on that. So like I said, I want to let you go at it a little bit more. But like, You agree with that statement or do you disagree?
Yeah, I agree with the statement. I've said this before. I said it before Bow Wow said it. He tweeted and he said, hip hop needs a board, no different than the NBA with the Players Association, a committee that can set rules and keep things in control and protect this thing we call hip hop, and have a retirement plan for the OG rappers. I hate seeing my heroes liquored out, no money, just washed. We just talked about this with LL Cool J.
Literally.
And we talked about it a few months ago when academics made that comment that
Them old niggas ain't got no money.
the old niggas don't have any money, just like you said.
And LL was somebody who spoke up. That's crazy how everything just tied in. He was one of the main guys that like spoke up and said, hey, we not going for that.
The way I was talking about it before was a little bit different, and I'll get into that. What I was really saying is hip hop needs a union. And this is kind of the same. He's talking about more of retirement plan, but he's also talking about setting rules to keep shit in control. We need a union. Niggas are just so fucked up, and the rap game is so fucked up. We need a union that basically not gatekeeps, but like Bow Wow saying, controls
Regulates.
everything.
Yeah.
There's money in this thing to where if the rap game needs to do something, it can be pulled out of this fund that is controlled by the Kanyes, the Jays, the Diddy's, or the founders, the fathers of this game. The retirement plan, I don't really know about the retirement plan shit. Like we're making
A 401k for the rap game?
yeah, we're making millions of dollars here. Now we need to have something in place to where niggas can be educated on life insurance, things like that. But
Right. But yeah, you got at a certain point, that got to be something you take care of your own, like retirement plans.
yeah, but
do that.
the reason why we can't do this is niggas can't stop beefing and just get to the fucking money. The same problems that we have with the NBA YoungBoy side and the Lil Baby, Lil Durk side is the reason why we can't have a union. The same reason why the cities that we live in now, like they can't come together, like all of Chicago can't come together and just get this fucking money like Atlanta does.
Here in our city.
I was gonna say here in our city, we can't just come together and just get this fucking money like Atlanta does. Right. Niggas are too caught up on, well, he shot my blah, 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 or this killed this and this, that. And it's the mentality of, dog, there ain't enough money in the world that's going to make me let that go. Mm-hmm. He shot my brother or he killed my yada, 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 yada. So we can never just look at it in the color of green. So I don't know if we'll ever be able to have a union. That's the reason that's stopping us. And the other communities, I'm not going to say which ones, built that fucking... They built that stigma on us, and they kind of trapped us into that, so we would never be able to rise up and do shit like this.
It's kind of unfortunate because you become like a product of your environment on like accident. You know what I'm saying? Like we don't ask for that shit. We just get placed in certain situations or scenarios, bro. But I couldn't agree more. Like I hope and pray for things like that, but in reality, it's kind of hard for shit like that to be formed now at this point. We just don't have enough. We don't have enough people like advocating for shit like that, to be honest with you.
That's because the rap community subtly, it doesn't work for the black community. We are a part of the black community, but the hip hop culture doesn't work for the black community. They work for other communities that don't pour money into the black community. So of course they wouldn't support our agenda. But the only way we would work is if we were able to stop the beefing and just come together. Everybody would have to be okay with taking a position. This is a crabs and barrel ass genre, so everybody thinks they're number one. Some people would have to have ego checks. We'd be able to have successful award shows. We'd be able to have money funded. We'd be able to have our own majors. There wouldn't be fucking Atlantic and Interscope and this and that. We'd have our own everything, but right. It just sounds too metropolis, doesn't it?
Yeah, I was gonna say maybe one day, man. Maybe not in our lifetime. We'll see.
Yeah, probably not in the next one either.
Right.
But I feel like we're falling all into we're falling into the next topics perfectly. Mm-hmm. Dr. Dre, we talked about him a little bit before.
Yeah.
We've been talking about artists giving away their masters. Dr. Dre is to sell a portion of his masters. This is going to include the entire album of The Chronic, which is his classic album, and various Kendrick Lamar productions for over $200 million.
Hey, once again, we're starting to just see more and more people sell their masters, man. It says here,
I know why now.
Not one, but two music deals worth well over $200 million, like you mentioned. According to Billboard, Dr. Dre is working on deals with both Shamrock Holdings and Universal Music Group. The potential deal with UMG will require Dre to sell the masters, like you said, for the first solo album, The Chronic, plus it shares with Kendrick Lamar, man. So you said you know why. What's the reason?
I can't speak to white artists or people outside of the hip hop community. Rap is on the decline. We have seen rap peak. I want y'all to know somewhere between 2018 and 2021, rap hit its peak. Rap is on the decline numbers wise, and the artists are starting to see that. They're speaking to their financial advisors about that shit. And even though they're going to have music that'll be classics within the hip hop culture forever, the money that sits in their music, the making the maximum on that, they only have a few more years to make max on that. Okay. So they're selling while they can make max on their masters. In 5 to 10 years, maybe Lil Wayne's catalog that was worth 100 to 200 million, maybe it ain't worth all that in 10 years because there's a whole new genre that's killing shit. We ain't even thinking about that shit no more.
It's just crazy to think about that. I mean, I'm not disagreeing with you. I see the picture, but I just think about like classic music, right? You know what I'm saying?
You think it sounds like it only gets more valuable over time.
Right, that's what you would think, especially, you know, for the artists that we talking about. You talking about Lil Wayne and his entire catalog. You talking about Dr. Dre and The Chronic. You know, you would think like over the years it would appreciate more.
Well, think about it like this: the people that appreciate that shit are gonna die,
dying off. Maybe
and a kid that was born in 2012, how much is he gonna pay for an Elvis Presley album?
Nah, that makes sense.
Or like
that does make sense.
So their masters become less and less valuable over time. They're probably gonna get it while the getting's good.
Nah, that does make sense because even with the you know, the digital platforms that we have now, the streamings, it's not worth as much.
Yep.
People, even though songs would come out, you know, in the 60s, 70s, 80s, people were still buying the CDs or the vinyl of the song in the 90s and the 2000s. But now you don't really have that anymore. So that does make sense, bro.
And now that I'm saying that, bring the white artists and all the other genres back in. That makes sense why all of these artists, like you see Bob Dylan or Justin Timberlake,
Justin Bieber,
start to sell those off.
Right.
Because how much time do I have to make 200 or 300 or 100 million on my masters?
You don't. It's starting to make more sense. I'm glad you broke it down that way. I'm starting to see like a different picture now.
And it's not like we're seeing Drake just get up and sell his masters right now. We're seeing some of the older legacy acts sell that off because they're starting to see where the trajectory of their numbers in the music is going.
Gotcha. That makes sense, bro.
God, we are the best. God damn it, we do this shit, man. This rap is just flowing through my veins, nigga.
I can't help it, bro. Eat, breathe. I said eat, breathe. Eat, breathe, and sleep. This shit, man.
Shit rap, nigga. Gosh.
That's sick, first off.
Shitting rap?
Yeah.
Yeah, that is sick.
Yeah, that's nasty.
I'm sorry. I shouldn't have said I shit rap. I don't shit rap. I eat, sleep, and breathe rap. I don't shit rap. Damn, why do I do this to myself?
I just wake up in the morning, I piss excellence. You know what I mean? But I don't shit rap.
You right.
Yeah, you're different. It's all good, bro.
Is it bad to shit rap? If you eat rap, you gon' shit rap.
Right. I think it's bad to shit anything that's just not shit itself.
I shit rap. We do this pod so much, I have to listen to the good and the bad music.
Yeah, the good, the bad, and the ugly.
I shit the shit rap out.
It's possible, man.
I take in my nutrients is good rap, like Kendrick Lamar, J. Cole, like Jid, shit like that.
Okay.
Ramona Park, Lamar, Pusha T,
right?
Yay.
But then you also get the shit rap.
I gotta shit out that little pump. Come on now.
6ix9ine.
I gotta shit out that 6ix9ine. I heard Gummo so many times.
Yeah, you gotta shit that out.
Gotta shit that out.
Okay, that makes sense.
Sometimes I gotta shit a little of that smoke perp out.
Smoke perp, damn.
Except for when he on that shit with J. Cole.
Yeah.
Then he going crazy.
That fuck J. Cole shit. Why everybody want to say fuck Cole? What is it, man? Why the middle child always the one that's getting made fun of?
Does it not make any sense to you, Cari?
Nah, I'm really just...
I was gonna say J. Cole is the one rapper in the game that's not on all that rah-rah, I'll shoot your house up shit. So like if they're gonna pick on it, niggas know who they can pick on.
Oh yeah, for sure.
But I don't even think J. Cole is really one of them niggas either. I think J. Cole might be one of them silent, like my niggas gonna come see you niggas.
Silent killers. Silent assassins, they like to call them.
Bow Wow, Ray J, Nick Cannon.
Facts.
If y'all niggas think y'all can fuck with Bow Wow, Ray J, or Nick Cannon, try again.
Especially Nick Cannon, bro.
Oh my. If you try to... Nah, Ray J.
Ray J. Oh, he's tied in. Ray J's the mob.
Ray J... If you listen to Vince Staples, like go watch Vince Staples interviews.
Yeah, I know.
He will talk about how Ray J is the most important blood artist of the generation. He was like, Ray J is the first nigga to ever gangbang on wax. Bro, that shit is fucking funny.
No, it's crazy though, man. Ray J really important to the rap game, which is crazy to say. But he's really important to the game, the music industry, bro. Like for real.
It sounds super duper crazy. It just sounds out of left field to say. But
if you really know, if you look at the facts,
if you really know, if you put the pen to the paper and you go down the history of rap, if you take out Ray J, you don't get a lot of this shit.
Yeah, it's crazy to even say that.
If you take out Ray J, and this is just for the ladies' side, and this is 1% of this. You take out Ray J, you don't even get love and hip hop.
Wow. And imagine what y'all, if y'all didn't have love and hip hop, do it yourselves, man. But no, that's crazy.
Snoop wouldn't have Death Row back if it wasn't for Ray J.
We probably wouldn't have Kim Kardashian, man. Look at that.
Oh, no. You wouldn't have Kim Kardashian.
Right. Look at that. It's crazy.
Who would have saved Ye?
Wow. Ray J. We have Ray J to thank for Kanye's West 2010s, bro.
Oh, my God. To say that you have Kanye to thank for not only... All right. You have Kanye to thank for Donda. I mean, you have Ray J to thank for Donda. You have Ray J to thank for The Life of Pablo.
Yeezus.
Oh, my gosh.
Ew. Bound to Fall in Love. We don't get that if it's not for Ray J. That's really sick.
Because you don't even get Kim Kardashian.
You don't get her. That's sick. That's sick to think about.
Shout out Ray J, though.
For real. I'm telling y'all, like, I'm glad we got to really talk about it because we kind of, like, talked about it a little bit, just like a bird's eye view. But Ray J really important to this industry, bro. It has been for years.
Fuck the rap industry. Cari, imagine if the Hollywood industry never gets Kim Kardashian. Do you know how important Ray J is to pop culture?
Yeah, bro, for real.
This nigga's a god. What in the fuck is going on right now? Right, and I'm just now realizing this.
Yeah, bro. Fucking Ray J, right. It's crazy.
One wish. Yeah, one wish. World domination.
World domination.
He might be a lizard. You know how niggas have those weird theories? Oh, they're fucking lizards. Oh my gosh, the entire economy, they're lizards. Ray J might be the one sole lizard out here.
He's an alien, bro. He's not from here.
He's a Martian. Yeah, he's a goblin.
Yeah.
Goon. What is a goon to?
What is a goon to a goblin?
What is a goon to a goblin? He must be a goblin.
The Green Goblin.
The Green Goblin.
Yeah, man. Ray J's the Green Goblin.
We have him we have the Green Goblin because of Ray J, and we have the Green Goblin by J. Cole because of Ray J.
Mm-hmm. Yep. All the shit that we got is because of Ray J, man.
And think of all the people you get because of the Kardashians.
Right. That's what I mean.
Scott Disick, Jordan Woods.
Yeah. Crazy.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Kylie Jenner. You don't even get Kylie Jenner.
Yeah, you don't get none of that. What's her brand called? Is it called Kylie? Her makeup brand, whatever? I don't know what the
fucking
shit.
know. I think she stopped making it.
Oh. I don't fucking know. I don't care with that shit.
You know how many billions of dollars Ray J has generated?
Yeah. He created a whole family.
That nigga's he created a family of billionaires. No, I mean we can't
I mean, Rob did his job.
Robbing.
But I'm saying he made them billionaires. They're not billionaires without Ray J. There's no way.
He deserves unlimited pussy.
From them?
From them. From them. And if I was Ray J, I'd make Chris give it to me.
I knew you was going to get at that. I swear to God.
Chris. Is it bad that before I move on, I'm going to highlight Chris probably has the best pussy in that family.
Yeah.
Besides Courtney, maybe.
You can ask Corey Gilmore. He'll let you
Yeah, it's Drake.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Drake. Now, that's how you know, too. Drake had the pick of the litter, and he chose mom.
Oh, yeah. That should just answer the question.
Everybody know what's up with Chris. OJ knew what was up with Chris.
Damn, I was just about to say, ask OJ. I swear I was about to say that.
OJ drilled that.
Yeah.
Sorry, I shouldn't have used that.
Yeah,
I'm sorry. I need to stop using porn terms on this podcast. You gotta know a nigga's just straight nasty if he used the word drilled when he talks about sex. You know he watches porn. Drilled. God, what's wrong with me?
Come on, bro. You crazy.
I know,
Get
bro.
out of that, man.
I'm out of line. House party. LeBron's new house party is out.
Yeah, opened up in theaters just this past week, right?
Yeah, it opened up on Friday.
Okay. We watched the trailer, pre-production. It actually looks kind of funny. It's starring, what's his name? Jacob Lattimore?
Jacob Lattimore.
Jacob
You guys
Lattimore.
know him as Emmett from The Chi.
Right. So, I mean, it looks like it's going to be funny. A lot of notable people in the movie. Lil Wayne, Anthony Davis.
Snoop.
Snoop is in there. LeBron is in there, obviously. It's where, his company, him and Maverick Carter, Spring Hill Company, I believe.
Yes.
But it looks funny, man. I'm going to probably try to check this out. It looks hilarious. I ain't going to lie.
I intended on going. We were done with Pyden, but Pyden gets late sometimes. So I probably I'll hit that sometime over this week or over this weekend.
For sure.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, it looks like it's gonna be good. Definitely have to check it out. Just to House Party is just one of those series. Obviously, this is gonna be completely different from the original House Party.
Of course, you can expect Kid and Play to make an appearance somewhere.
They gotta come.
They gotta be in it.
It's gotta be in there. But no, shout out to them. Spring Hill once again. That whole team. They're doing a great job over there. They produce good movies, so that's another reason why.
They produce high quality movies. Yes,
that's another reason why. Like, I expect this to be good, but I also want to check it out for myself because everything that they've done in the past has been high quality, like you said.
And the same way on some Adam Sandler shit, the actors within the Spring Hill Productions, they stick together. I'm not sure of his name, but the short haired, the redhead guy that was at the door during the trailer, white male. He was asking, like, have you seen LeBron?
Oh, yeah, I can't think
He's
of his
in
name.
a lot of those movies. He might be in Space Jam, and I don't know if you can remember the movie way back. It's probably almost 10 years ago that LeBron did with Amy Schumer back in the day.
I think
he's in that movie, too.
Okay.
You can kind of start to see familiar faces in LeBron productions.
Okay.
And I fuck with that. You got to take care of your people.
Yeah, for sure.
But I'm looking forward to seeing this movie. I'm looking forward to comparing this to the other house parties because that's what the fuck I do. It better at least be better than the house party with Marcus Houston.
Marcus Houston.
If it's not better than Marcus Houston house party, then we got a problem.
Nah, yeah, I think they're going to beat that one.
All right, man.
You would hope.
Do we have more to talk about?
One more topic, man. We wanted to get into Enes Kanter, Enes Freedom.
Enes Kanter Freedom.
Yeah, man. So this is a guy, a former NBA player. He changed his name recently in 2021. He became a U.S. citizen. But this guy has a bounty on his head. A former NBA player has a bounty on his head. I don't think I've ever heard that before.
He has a Turkish bounty on his head.
Yeah.
For an American equivalent of $500,000. It's more than $1 million over there in Turkey.
10 million.
Fuck.
Yeah, but to our dollar, only 500,000. But yeah, the bounty's been placed on his head from the government for information leading to his capture. He said he found out about it 1 week ago. This is a guy. He's also on their most wanted terrorist list.
And we're talking about a guy that went number 3 in 2011. First round, number 3.
It's crazy. But in his Kanter, let's just give a little bit more background about why this is the case. So when he was in the NBA the last season, 2020 and going into 2021, he was making a lot of comments, man.
He played into last season, 2022. He played the 21-22 season with Boston.
Cool, for sure. But he was making a lot of comments specifically targeted at, specific governments, the Chinese government in particular. Just saying a lot of just comments where, you just got to tread lightly just because the NBA has a huge relationship with the nation of China, but just a lot of we watched a video.
They have China's connections.
Yeah,
the NBA specifically.
Yeah, bro. A lot of owners have businesses, joint venture businesses in China. Like, you got to tread lightly when you're talking about the Chinese government.
We found out amongst the entire NBA and owners, they have over $1 billion invested into China.
Yeah, that's crazy to think about. But he said some shit about China, like we said. So he believes the NBA has blackballed him. But alongside with that, he's spoken out on the Turkish government, and this is his home country. He wasn't born in Turkey, but he was raised in Turkey. So his own country has a bounty on his head. I'm like, bro, I've never heard anything like that.
I'm just gonna read a portion of what I'm saying. Former NBA center Enes Kanter freedom has had a bounty put on him by the Turkish president. I'm not going to say his name, worth up to $10 million or about $500,000 in America. Freedom is on the country's 2023 most wanted terrorist list, as he's been famously outspoken regarding Turkey's human rights abuses through blah, blah, blah's government. He told the New York Post that he found out about his bounty about a week ago. Before the bounty, Turkish intelligence were after the people on the list, but now everyone is after them because they want the money. Ennis told everybody. On top of that, like you said, he said that he's gonna sue the NBA, which he thinks he's blackballed from. He's just waiting for the right time. There's not gonna be a right time.
Bro, better be careful. I'm just gonna say that. I've never.
Yeah,
that's scary, bro.
Yeah,
bounties on your head from different countries, and they looking for you and things like that. I wanted to get to this. So the governor, or who's ever in charge over there, Enes Kanter had called him a dictator. They say he stepped on a photo of him at a protest.
The president, his name's Tayyip Erdogan.
Then they say he even dubbed him the Hitler of our century. This nigga.
Well, I mean, if you place somebody that's not technically a terrorist on the most wanted list for terrorism, you put somebody that's not a physical threat, you put a bounty on their head.
That shit's scary, bro.
A bounty.
That's scary. That's what I'm saying.
Like, there is a price.
There's a price on
niggas could pick up $500,000 in the land of the free on your ass. That's a lot of money anywhere else. Right, like you could live for the rest of your life in pretty much any other country besides Dubai or fucking Bali with that shit. Yep. Or anywhere in the French Polynesia. It's just with the type of stuff that he's saying, and he's not backing down. He needs to find a quiet country to stay in and shut the fuck up.
It's crazy. He over here.
I know.
He's in Washington State, they say, but he said that he's protected 24/7. He got people around him, but I mean, hey, bro, bounties.
my thing is,
bounties could go either way.
Yeah, I understand the bounty, but the way he's using his mouth and the type of things like the sneakers that he was protesting with that everybody was telling him to stop and he didn't stop. Now, I'm all for a nigga standing 10 toes down on his 2 feet and he's not picking his feet up out of the sand. However, he can have as many people around him as he wants. If the right people want to put some in that food that comes to your hotel door and end all of that shit and just say that it was a fentanyl overdose.
This is the place to do it, the United States. You get that shit done easily.
Oh my gosh, if they want to get you the fuck out of here, you'll get the fuck out of here.
Especially with that tag, like you said, they'll make that'll be the autopsy report so fast.
Fentanyl. You know how it's rising. They will just sprinkle fentanyl over his face. Like, well, I guess the fentanyl got him. He had 5 grams of milligram or 5. What is it? They said 2 will kill you. He had 5 milligrams of fentanyl on him.
Yeah, man. Niggas got to stay prayed up, bro.
Ennis is not Kyrie Irving.
Oh, yeah.
You got to be Kyrie Irving to do what he's doing.
To get away with this shit.
This is how niggas end up dead. I'm not even trying to, I say this every pod. I'm not trying to be the conspiracy guy. Fuck it. I am trying to be the conspiracy guy, and I'm never going to say that I'm not trying to be that again because I am the conspiracy guy. This is how niggas end up dead.
Facts. You bite off more than you can chew.
Kyrie, that really couldn't happen for Kyrie because there were too many eyes on Kyrie. He was so big that everybody gives a fuck about Kyrie. Not everyone gives a fuck about Enes Kanter freedom. Most niggas don't even know who the fuck that is.
Right. If you're not a student of the game, you for sure don't know. Even though this guy Played 11 years. Was on some great teams. Was a great contributor to those teams as well. But yeah, like you said, bro, somebody like him, you're not all-star caliber. You know what I'm saying? You're not a generational talent.
You're not a household name.
Yeah, bro. So like shit could get tricky. You could end up missing. Unfortunately.
You can end up dead. Missing is the least of his worries. Kanye West was missing. That nigga's married now.
Allegedly. Right.
He would love to be missing.
Right, bro, for sure.
That nigga better get in the win though. I ain't gonna lie. I wish the best for Ennis Cancer Freedom. I wish the best for anybody that's speaking their truth. And they standing 10 toes down.
Great.
But you just gotta do what's best for your own safety and health. I don't have too much more in this.
That's it.
All right, man. I don't think we have any more topics. That was it. That was episode 204 of the Rise and Grind podcast. We're gonna go ahead and get out of here. It's your boy Roderick.
Yes, sir. Jakari, we out.
All right, man. Let's go.